in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
They start the drive with Cook.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action now, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Vikings 36-yard line.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper. That's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
That's complete to Mooney. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On play action, Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4-4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Cousins. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
This is going to be Shepard on the end around. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. Pushes past him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
This taken in at the goal line. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields going up top. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwonger now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Run!
And taken down just shy of the 40. The Vikings at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Second down, they go right back to Cook.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play fake. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fourth down, Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on second down. Cousins.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Off the play fake, Cousins.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
After the sack on first down, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a design run with Jefferson.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that one would be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. He will push his way down to about the 14. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A gain of 14.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has...
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
First down there.
Play action. It's Fields. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Bears 24, Vikings 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And they want this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle here and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
To throw is Fields.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Fields.
This complete to Jones.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Read option. Here's Montgomery.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All eyes on Fields. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its heel, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a while.